Good morning, my name is Crystal Vidal, and today my topic is going to be the rights of the accused. These are the legal protections that ensure people who are accused of crimes are treated fairly under the law. They include protection against illegal searches, the right to remain silent, and the right to an attorney. So these rights are essential to the American democracy because it ensures that the government will not abuse its power, and it will also protect individuals' freedom. So these rights of the accused comes from several amendments in the Bill of Rights, and here I have 4 that I'm going to list. They were a little long for me to memorize, so I just wrote them down, and that's fine. The first being the 4th Amendment, which protects against unreasonable searches, and seizures, and requires police to have a warrant or probable cause. The next one is going to be the 5th Amendment, which protects against self-incrimination. You can't be forced to testify against yourself and guarantees due process. The third is going to be the 6th Amendment, ensures the right to a fair trial, including the right to an attorney and to confront witnesses. The 4th and last one is going to be the 14th Amendment, which applies the protections to state government through due process clause. Together, these amendments make sure that the justice is fair when 4 people are accused of a crime. Here I have a visual picture. I'm not sure. I hope it's not going to be backwards. If it's backwards on the video, I'll be sure to include a picture.
Warrant, no key. Yeah. 556. You don't have to speak. Yeah. No lawyer inside. Don't say a thing. We all got rights.
Hey, we all got rights.
There are a couple of just of the Supreme Court decisions of cases that have impacted and why we have these Bill of Rights amendments as well. So the first one is Mapp versus Ohio, 1961, which the police entered Dalry Mapp's home without warrant and found illegal materials. The Supreme Court ruled the evidence taken illegally inadmissible, which created the exclusionary rule under the 4th Amendment. The next one was Gideon versus Wainwright, 1963. Clarence Gideon couldn't afford a lawyer and had to defend himself. The court ruled that the 6th Amendment requires states to provide an attorney to those defendants who cannot afford one. The impact was a guaranteed the right to legal counsel for everyone. The next one was Miranda versus Arizona, 1966. Ernesto Miranda wasn't told his rights before being questioned. Court ruled that the police must inform suspects of their rights to remain silent and to have an attorney, therefore creating the Miranda rights. Here I have a visual, and if used backwards, I could probably just put a slide showing this Miranda rights. Okay. The next one was Terry versus Ohio, which police stopped and frisked men who seemed suspicious. That the court ruled that the officers can pat down someone if they have reasonable suspicion of danger. The impact was the defined limits for stop and frisk searches. The next one was Brady versus Maryland, 1963. Prosecutors hid evidence that could have helped the defendant. Court ruled that all the evidence favorable to the defendant must be shared. So the impact for that was protected the right to a fair trial.
Miranda rights, and why do they matter? Most people have heard of Miranda rights, but do you know what they are and why they're important if you're arrested? Miranda rights are the rights read to you by the police before questioning you while in custody. These include the right to remain silent and the right to an attorney. Anything you say can be used against you in court, so it's crucial to understand your rights before speaking to law enforcement. Miranda rights are critical because they protect you from self-incrimination. If the police fail to read you your rights and you make a statement, that statement may not be admissible in court. It's important to remember that exercising your right to remain silent isn't an admission of guilt. It's a way to protect yourself until you can consult with an attorney. If you're ever in police custody, always ask to speak with an attorney before answering any questions. Your attorney can guide you through the process and ensure that your rights are protected every step of the way.
Congress and the executive branch have also strengthened the rights of the accused, which here are 3 ways they have done that. The first one was the Criminal Justice Act of 1964, which created the public defender system, ensuring that each person who needed a lawyer that couldn't afford one was given a lawyer. The next one was USA Freedom Act of 2015, which reformed government surveillance practices, protecting privacy and limiting the unlawful searches. The next and last is Department of Justice has also issued policies requiring police to follow Miranda rights and respect due process. These actions help keep balance between the public safety and individual rights as well. The rights of accused protect everyone. They make sure that the government follows the law and that justice is fair. Without these rights, innocent people could be punished unfairly. And also knowing and protecting these liberties help keep democracy strong. Thank you guys for your time and hope you enjoyed. Thank you.